The story coming out of Montana, a very heartbreaking story. These kids that were involved in this. Getting the story from people.com before I get into the details and talk about this person who is a devil in disguise and those beautiful angels that you guys see right there. Let me give you a disclaimer first. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And I'm getting this story again, people.com. Thank you so much for the article. It's relatively short, but a Montana woman who pled guilty in August to killing her own children. Y'all look at these beautiful babies. Ages 3 and 5 years old. She has been sentenced to life in prison, and I think you'll agree as to why. You'll agree why she deserves life in prison. Leanna J. Gardipe, Gardipe, I don't know how to pronounce it. Not going to even try. 35 years old. Killed her children in November of 2021. It takes a while for these cases to finish out. So we're in 2023 right now. In their Missoula, Montana home, according to KPAX. Missoula authorities responded to a home on November the 19th of 2021 where they found the children identified in the previous court documents as Namus Sandberg was 5 years old and Evelyn Sandberg, 3 years old, fatally stabbed and with grave injuries, Missoulian reports citing court documents. The children also had significant cuts to their throats and defensive wounds on their hands and fingers. They tried to fight their mother back. If that's not heartbreaking, man. What did these kids do to deserve that? They did nothing to deserve that. And I wish that they were a bit older, a bit bigger, a bit stronger, and would have been able to fight their mother off, not even be in this situation. So I think that this mother is a bully. She's the worst type of human and picked on these babies and bullied them just because she could. And that mother deserves absolutely no consideration to ever seeing the light of day and being around children ever again. Leanna's mother called 911 after the 35-year-old told her on the phone that she had saved her babies, according to charging documents. Travis Sandberg, the children's father, said in a victim impact statement on Monday that he did not have a choice when the judge, who was also presiding during a parenting plan hearing, made the mother the primary guardian in 2021. So it looks like, even though statistics show that fathers that have full custody do pretty good with the kids, they sided with her. I begged and pleaded in this exact courtroom, he said. I pleaded over and over again, if you give her these children, she will hurt them. Apparently they didn't care about his pleas. During her sentencing, the mother again talked about saving her children. I was supposed to die with them. That's what she said. Why she couldn't have done that on her own and not involve the children is beyond me. Think about the fact that she had a choice and didn't have to take custody of these kids from the dad who clearly wanted them. And she could have went about her happy little life. Court documents showed the mother had made similar statements prior to the murder. According to a document filed in February 2021 for a conference hearing in the children's custody, the mother went to the emergency room after she experienced a serious mental health episode. She reportedly claimed that she was hurting her children. The document shows Travis had concerns about her children's safety. Were they to be left in her care? An obituary posted after their deaths mourned the two beautiful children. Namus and Evelyn will be sadly missed and forever remembered by their family and friends. They had a chance to save the children. The judges got this wrong. Statistics prove that fathers are pretty good. Give them a chance. Start giving them a chance. I don't even know what to say. I'm not saying mothers don't deserve a chance, but I do know that statistics show that fathers deserve a chance, biological fathers. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. I just think that the courts got it wrong again, especially if she made those statements and they knew. I think they got it wrong. Leave a comment in the comment section, hit that thumbs up to share this video. I'm going to keep this short.
A mother who killed her 3-year-old and her 5-year-old children in 2021 was sentenced in a Missoula County courtroom Monday morning. 36-year-old Leanna Jean Gardapi was sentenced to life in the Department of Health and Human Services by Missoula District Court Judge Robert Deshaw. She was found guilty of 2 counts of deliberate homicide, and both sentences will run concurrently. Gardapi pleaded guilty to 2 homicide charges in August. November 19th was the 2-year death anniversary of her children. I attended court Monday morning when Gardapi walked into court shackled, the arms and legs shaking. Gardapi's ex-husband was in court this morning and said during his victim impact statement that he was worried before these murders that she would harm the children. According to these court documents, Gardapi's mother initially alerted law enforcement after receiving an alarming phone call from her daughter saying that she had, quote, saved her babies. Gardapi later called law enforcement to report a murder. When law enforcement arrived, they found her 5-year-old son and her 3-year-old daughter unresponsive with, quote, significant lacerations. Deputies also located a bloody steak knife underneath the bed where the children were found. Gardapi was remanded to the custody of the Missoula County Sheriff's Office to await her transfer to DPHHS. A Missoula woman accused of murdering her 2 children appeared in a Missoula County courtroom this afternoon for a change of plea hearing. I want to warn you, the story is disturbing.
I felt like I had to protect them forever because I felt we were not safe. I was supposed to die with them. I never hurt them or on purpose. I loved them more than every day. My life revolved around them, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. I always did the best I could, even when things were hard, and I always knew when to ask for help, with an exception of this time. They were the sweetest, smartest, cutest, and loving little people I ever knew. We loved going to all the parks, watching educational YouTube cartoons. My son loved his hour he got of game time after school. My daughter loved her baby bum shows on Netflix. Do I regret the choice I made? Of course, every second. Do I believe I will be with them again? Yes. They visit me in my dreams, so I know they are okay. It makes me feel blessed to see them, even if and only in my dreams. I miss them every day, all day. Thank you.
Because this has been a lifelong issue, and I believe it may well be a lifelong issue for the rest of your natural life. I'm going to sentence you to a life sentence. I'm not going to put a parole restriction on it, but according to Mr. Jennings, and I don't have any reason to doubt him, you could be eligible for parole at 30 years. Now, I believe that if you're still suffering from the same mental defects that you've got right at the moment, you're not going to get parole.
What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to see if I can bump that audio up a little bit here on the replay, but let me give you guys my closing thoughts. I think that's really all you can do is give her a life sentence, man, just for those babies, those innocent babies, beautiful kids. And the dad wanted custody, and guess what? He fought for custody, and he did it the right way. Like, there's nothing else he could have did. They put up a GoFundMe to seek funds for their burial. Asked for $8,000. They collected roughly about $6,722, depending on when that was actually posted and created. But that was the screenshot I had from the GoFundMe. I'm more a proponent for life insurance, but nonetheless, whoever expects their kids to meet a demise like this, you're not prepared for this. I think we should always be prepared. Just like for car insurance, we should have life insurance, but nonetheless, just a really, really sad situation. And I want to end on those kids' pictures without the mom in it, right there. These kids loved each other. They were a light to this world, and they were robbed of an opportunity to grow up and become something great. To young prince and young princess, R.I.P. I'm sorry. I'm sure the courts are sorry that they failed you and they made the wrong choice and given custody to this creepy individual. And I hope her soul burns in hell, and she absolutely deserves to be in the lake of fire. These children are in heaven, and they were gifts to this world, and she robbed us of that. Thank you guys for listening to this story. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Thank you.